Today on Beyond.
Her husband murdered their kids. Now a grieving mother needs to know the one thing that will help her go on with life.
I want to know that they hear me, that they're with me all the time.
Plus, are secret plans underway for this woman? Plans which she has no control over?
Have you remarried?
No.
You're going to. You're going to.
From your mouth to God's ears.
Today on Beyond. Using his extraordinary psychic ability to communicate with spirits, he's transformed lives by unlocking mysteries and sharing secrets from the other side. James Van Praagh, best-selling author, renowned medium, and your connection to the world beyond.
Hello there. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. I want to thank you all very much for being here today. Thank you. It really warms my heart when I see you here. And you at home, warms my heart also. So thank you for joining us today. Someone about your father's golf clubs or having your husband's golf clubs passed over? Okay. Can I come to you? Yes. Okay. I know you're not surprised. I mean, you're surprised and you don't expect it. But I understand that. You can stand, yeah. He's talking to me about you. Do you still have his golf clubs? Or did you
I think they're gone now.
Okay. Were you weren't recently looking at golf clubs?
Yes, I was.
Okay. So weird. He's talking to me about golf clubs, and he was with you when you looked at golf clubs. I think you either were going to buy the golf clubs and decided not to, and look somewhere else. Make sense?
Yes.
Oh, good. That's just what he's telling, okay? Who's New Jersey or has ties to New Jersey or New York?
New York.
Sorry. I had to go over the water. Had to go over the bridge there, over the tunnel, in the tunnel. But there's also talk about somebody either going to New Jersey or was going to buy a house in New Jersey or was going to live in New Jersey.
I don't know that.
Okay. Would you find out?
Okay.
Because there's somebody either thinking about moving to New Jersey or buying a house in New Jersey, okay? Have you remarried?
No.
You're going to. You're going to.
From your mouth to God's ears.
Right. You're going to. I'm going to tell you something, which maybe people who are watching this will understand, but his death changed you.
Yeah.
Understand that?
Yeah.
Because he said,
absolutely.
He said, my death changed her. And he said, in a big way, where before things were very important to you, what you thought were important, your value system, completely changed after he died. So he gave you a gift with his passing. I also want to tell you, was there a move after he passed over to another place?
No.
Okay. Was there a change in a room?
Yeah.
Redecorated something?
Yes.
Hold on. He said new rugs. He said painting and redoing something in a room.
Yeah.
Okay. Because you're a designer. You're an interior designer of some sort. I mean, you're a designer. I don't know if you know that or not. But he's telling
vocation.
Okay. He's telling me that you have that ability and that you do that. Okay. And he said great things await you. So be aware of things awaiting you. Okay. I'm gonna leave you with that. All right.
Thank you.
God bless. You're welcome. I'm going to come over here in the back over here. Is there someone who lost? There's a grandmother coming in here, and she's talking about raising someone or raising you, like being a parent. Is that over here somewhere?
We lost a grandma, but she
it's right here. Are you twins?
Yeah.
Okay. Did your grandmother come to the house all the time? Was she like your mother in a certain way?
No, but she was very maternal.
Yeah, that doesn't work for me.
No.
She's talking about either scuba diving or snorkeling or wanting to take some kind of class in deep sea snorkeling or scuba diving. Okay? You don't understand this?
No.
Okay, not for you then. Sorry. Does it make sense to anyone else? Okay. And your grandmother helped raise you or was very influential? May I come to you, please? You got it right, she's on about, getting it right. Are you redoing your kitchen?
I'm redoing a house.
Thank you.
With the kitchen.
Just
yes.
a validation to know I'm the right person. This is what you're saying, okay?
Yes.
Are you redoing the living room also?
Yes.
And redoing carpeting?
Yes.
And you were just looking at the carpeting or trying to get the colors to match something with carpeting?
Yes.
This
Yes.
grandmother figure here is talking about that. She's been around your home. She's been around the curtains or window coverings. She's talking about this. She's just going on as validation for you to know that she's there.
The house was my great-grandmother's.
Okay. Oh,
It
all right.
belonged to her.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay, because I don't know what the heck I'm talking about. I make a living at it. Not know what I'm talking about. I also want you to mention about the bell, okay? I don't know what this means. Do you? I guess you do then. Yeah. Okay, as long as you know it. Yeah.
Yes.
You never know what they're going to say. I've got to leave you with that. God bless you.
James started the reading talking about golf clubs. A whole lot of people play golf. Did you think that was sort of vague?
Well, the reason, it actually wasn't my husband's golf clubs. It was golf clubs that he had bought for me.
He's talking to me about golf clubs, and he was with you when you looked at golf clubs.
My golf teacher said that the clubs are no good and you need to go and get some other clubs. And so he said, your husband said, you've been out looking at golf clubs. And I have.
Was there a change in a room?
I did a massive feng shui, I don't know whether you're familiar with that, on my house, and took everything apart and put it back together, and it was really fun with a friend.
His death changed you.
I met my husband when I was 16 years old and married right out of high school, and we had been married for 33 years. So all of a sudden the buck stopped here and I had to be a grown-up.
Have you remarried?
No.
Are you going to?
I'm very excited about hearing that.
Oh, so you're ready.
Oh, absolutely.
You're ready to...
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Are you redoing the living room also?
I'm refurbishing a home that actually belonged to my great-grandmother.
I also want you to mention about the bell.
The only thing we collect in my family is dust. And my mother, one year, somebody bought her a bell for a Christmas gift. So I don't know if everybody thought she had a collection of bells or what, but every year for Christmas, birthdays, everything, she'd get these bells. And she's going, what is the deal with the bells? And so that's kind of the family joke, and that's not anything he would have known about.
I can't explain that one, but thank you very much.
Thank you.
Can I get a hug?
Next, her husband murdered their children.
Something bad happened because when they get that yellow ribbon, that means that somebody died.
What's the one thing James can say that will bring peace to this tormented mother? Find out next on Beyond.
Starting a family with her teenage sweetheart was always our next guest's big dream. What she never imagined was that when she broke up with him, he would someday return and kill their 2 children. The piece you're about to see was taped before the show. No one in our studio, including James, has seen this. Here is Christina's story.
I'm here today because I want to contact my children, Anna and Anthony. They were both murdered by my ex-husband, their father. There was no school that day, and they stayed home like always when there was no school. And I went to work. When I got to work, the phone rang at 9:30, and it was their father. And he said to me, we're gonna go to court, and I'm not gonna see my kids again, but you're not keeping them either. We drove to the house, and I saw their father's car parked in the back of the house. And when I saw that car, I said to her, we're not going in there because he's in there waiting for me. The police came, and they were looking through the windows, and they saw all the house inside full of blood. And I told my boss, something bad happened because when they get that yellow ribbon, that means that somebody died. I want to know that they hear me, that they're with me all the time, that they never leave me, because if I had died, I would never leave them.
Hi, Christina. Hi, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. I want to thank you for coming here to be in the show. I know that you lost your children who were murdered, is that right? Okay. So we'll see what we can do for you, okay? Now, I know sometimes things happen in life and they're horrendous. And I really have to believe that God doesn't give us more than we can handle. There's a lot of people around you, by the way. Your kids are not the only ones here. There's a lady over here who I feel like it's either, this sounds really weird, a woman who was influential when you were growing up as either a neighbor or someone used to hang around there, okay? Because when you grow up, they show me that there was more of like a community feeling here. You understand that? And I feel people came in from different houses or different places to take care of everyone. There's an initial E here also. I'm not sure what that means, an Elsa or E. Okay, don't know what it is, it's an E, and it's a woman with an E. So let me just keep on going here with you. Is it a boy and a girl that you had? Okay. Okay. Tell you there's a grandmother feeling here with them who's bringing them in, okay? And she's taking care of them. And she said you knew that, okay? And there's also initial A here for someone.
Anna, my daughter.
Anna, who's that?
My daughter.
Okay. So Anna's here. Just give me her name, okay? Mama, I'm here, Mama. She's here, Mama. She's here, Mama. Okay, she's here. And the boy is named after someone else is here too, okay? He was either named after his father, grandfather, or something in Stennis, because he's talking about he named after someone. He's here too. The boy and the girl are together, and they're holding their hands together, okay? Your daughter, Anna, is yelling at me, screaming at me here that she's fine, she's fine. She's talking about Poppy. Who's Poppy?
My dad.
He must still be alive then, Poppy, because she wants to go sit on Poppy's lap? And she's talking about doing that, or she used to do this, or something about Poppy?
No, yesterday
Puppy.
I saw a picture of my dad and her, and she was sitting in his lap.
Thank you. There you go. Your son, by the way, is here also, and he is very mature for his age. I'm going to tell you, he's a wiseacre. And it's like, he doesn't have time to do this. He wants to go do his own thing. It's almost like, you know what, is this going to take too long? Because I want to go. And this is the way he is. This is his energy that's coming in like that. Understand that? There's a lot of violence. But there's always been violence around you. Do you understand that? From growing up, there's been violence around you. It's like you came into this world with this whole blueprint of violence, violent people around you, and it's getting tough and tougher and this sort of thing. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Why do you draw these men to you? Why do you draw these men to you? These men who just feel not good. I don't know, this feels like there's a violent streak around some man. I don't know what this means. But the man who does this, there's someone who does this, and I don't know if it's their father or someone that you dated. Their father. Okay, because he's responsible for their death. Yeah. Okay, okay. Their father who takes them he takes them. I don't know, did he do himself also? Yeah. Was he doing himself in also? Was he thinking of killing himself, please? And wait, because yes. I'm being told about him thinking of killing himself or talk about suicide all the time, okay? I also think drugs or drinking with this man, and I would tell you that he's around drug addict people. I'm being honest with you, and I've seen drugs a lot, okay? You understand that? Okay. Did he also take his own life? Yes. Thank you. I feel that strong. He's around here strong, but I feel like he kills them and kills himself. Okay? That's what I'm feeling. I want you to, their daddy, by the way, is not with them. Okay? He's not with them. There's a temper here with that man. There was a ferocious temper. He said, if I can have my kids, you can't have the kids. And this is exact words he said to you. He's also telling me that there was either a separation going to happen, or you were trying to do something legally. Yes. You understand?
We were going to go to court, and 15 minutes before he killed my daughter, he called me at work and told me, we're going to go to court, and I'm not seeing my kids anymore, but you're not keeping them.
Yeah, he didn't want you to have them. No, he didn't want you to have them. He didn't want you to have them. I'm going to tell you something. You'll always have your kids. You know, you speak to them every night when you go into bed. You are talking to them every night. You say goodnight to them. Yes, I do. When you're lying on that bed, they tell me here, they go, Mommy says goodnight to us. Mommy says goodnight to us.
It's true.
Yeah. And they tell me, Mommy, we hear you, Mommy, we hear you. And they each give you a kiss on either cheek. This is what they're showing me, okay? I know you have stuffed animals there that belong to them. Yes. And you have them in the bed with you. Yes. Understand this? Right there at the bed. And they love that you have that to play with them, okay? You hear their voices. And I know that there's a hallway there where you live, and the kids are running down this girl. It was running down this hallway, okay? I know you gave her some things. Either you put it in a coffin, or you gave her some things. I know you a piece of your jewelry.
I gave her these earrings 4 days before she died, and she died wearing them. Okay. And my father gave them to me. He washed them off, and I've been wearing them ever since she died.
You know, you have a lot of courage. You have a lot of courage because I know there's a lot of hate and rage, and we're going to change that. We're going to change that. You know, you're a great mother. Understand that? You're a great mother, and you can't think anything differently. You're a great mother, and there's nothing you could have done to stop this man, okay? You understand that? You cannot beat yourself up like that. These kids love you, and they'll never do anything wrong for them. They will say, my mama does nothing wrong. Tell her she did nothing wrong, and they know that you tried to save them. This lady's telling me this here, this grandmother is telling me all about this. I know the kids are fine, they're fine, they're fine, they're fine. This might sound really weird, but I know there's a TV in a bedroom, okay? And I know the daughter had trouble with the TV, or watching TV, or something about, you can't watch the TV shows.
They both used to fight because
the TV shows.
She used to change the TV.
And she wanted her own TV.
Yes.
And they would talk about her having her own TV.
Yes.
Understand that? And it never happened. And she was really upset about it.
Yes.
And she's saying that to me. Mama, I want my own TV. You never gave me one. And she goes, you know what? I don't need it anymore. She doesn't need it anymore. And she's like, I don't need it anymore. And she's being real.
That's her attitude.
Yeah, that's her attitude. I don't need it anymore. You can keep your TV. So she wants me to tell you that.
I still have that TV.
Well, let me tell you something. I want you to watch that TV, and I want you to pay attention to what happens with that TV, because your daughter's going to affect that TV. Okay? I want you to watch whatever happens, like something strange, static around it. Okay?
Well, the other day, it did something weird, the TV, and just a few days before I came, and I said to Nino, I think the TV broke. I think we don't have a TV anymore. And then we were staring at it, and it went back on by itself.
I rest my case. You know? It's your daughter. That's your daughter. God bless you. I hope that helps, sweetie. We'll talk. Okay.
Next,
He called me and told me that I was never going to see them again.
did Christina get what she needed to face the pain that overwhelmed her? The answer is next on Beyond. Christina came to the show desperate to learn if her children, who were murdered by their father, were all right. Now, after an emotional reading, she's ready to reveal how she's feeling.
So your mom brought the two kids in, according to James in the reading. How does that make you feel?
It's just, it makes me feel sure of what I already knew, that they were with her. It just makes it for sure that they're with her, and I always knew that they were with her.
There's a temper here with that man. There was a ferocious temper.
He called me and told me that I was never going to see them again. So I felt that something was wrong, and I started calling the house, and I found it weird that they wouldn't call me all day, because they always used to call me at work a million times. I thought he was going to take them away from me.
Well, you gave her some things. Don't you a piece of your jewelry?
These earrings I gave to Anna 4 days before she died.
Beautiful.
And she died with them on, so when she died and I got them, I used to get really nervous when I held them, and when I wore them, I got really sad. But as time passed, now when I wear them, everything goes good for me.
What is this you have with you?
Well, my daughter used to write me a letter every day and put it in my purse. She wrote, "Mommy, everything is gonna go so good. Don't worry, because God loves us, and so does Anthony. Bye, Mom. I love you. Call me when you get to work. P.S. It's gonna be a brand new family." This was just a few hours before she died.
Do you feel some relief that James said that the kids are not with their father?
If you killed them, if you beat them and stabbed them to death, how can you be with them? How can God allow you to be with them? So it makes me feel very happy that he's not with them. He took their bodies, but he didn't take their soul.
Thank you for being here.
If you'd like to be part of the Beyond Show audience and have a chance for a reading with James, call our toll-free number 1-866-88-JAMES or go to our website at thebeyondshow.com.